God fucking damn it to activate, then
3, 2, 1, go.
after you get God fucking damn it to activate, then you watch the 2-minute long cutscene. That's stupid.
What?
I can't believe this game started with 2 minute cutscene.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
It's a little rough, but you know what? It's chill. Okay, let me start from the beginning. So, time stop. If you sit on the scene between 2 loading planes, Raziel will kind of shift back and forth left to right, which changes his position, so he can like drift between one side of the loading zone and the other. If you open the glyph select menu and you close it as he's crossing that plane, it interrupts the closing and it allows you to walk around with the menu open. And when you have the menu open, you can walk around. Enemies are frozen in place, certain things don't load in, and cutscenes don't load. So that's what time stop does. The way time stop teleports work is that because time is frozen, if you stand next to an actor, that changes your like contextual buttons. So like for example, pushing a block, or pick like like stabbing an enemy with the Soul Reaver. If you revert time stop and then so basically you close the menu, reopen, and then you walk away, it'll basically store the fact that you were standing next to that object. And it will keep those contextual button prompts active, essentially. So it allows you to push blocks remotely. And because you're trying to push a block that is no longer loaded in, it essentially teleports you to where the block would be in a different loading zone, which often is either out of bounds or through a wall or something like that. So we use that to get past the wooden door while we have time stop active, which skips a 2-minute cutscene. Yeah, I didn't even realize Drifting Pancake was explaining it in my chat as I was trying to say it. So, well, fuck me, I guess. But,
Wait, who is this pancake person then?
It's MHU2141AI.
Okay.
Their Discord username is Drifting Pancake, so it's just...
I see. Is there like any relation to Flash the Pancake or Limp Bizkit there? Or no?
I hope not.
Fair enough.
The old hunger has left me. No desire.
Nope. Okay, good. You're safe.
Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You've become a devourer of souls.
Also, if we get this game in the GDQ, Cosmic, I might need your help. I might need to, teach you the explanation so you can save my ass. Because I do not want to fucking fall into the water while explaining time stop. That would fucking suck. There are literally no other American speedrunners of this game. It is just me.
I'll be like, so, time stopped. And then that'll be the end of it. That'd be great.
I feel like a really cool couch for this game would be like me, you, and PT, because like PT is on the Crystal Dynamics team. And I also know PT likes this game.
That'd be pretty,
I think it'd be kind of sick.
pretty dope. Yup.
It's a misreading of some Final Fantasy XIV thing many years ago. I forget what it even is anymore. Sounds about right.
What else was there? Oh yeah, Maxie hit me up today and was like, dude, I might need you. He's like, I think I'm gonna need you for couch for
For Shenmue?
Shenmue, yeah.
Hell yeah.
He was like, I need people to help me stay awake. I cannot be on stage for like 3.5 hours. Like, and I was like, yeah, that's fair enough, dude. I was like, what do you need from me? And he told me, so now I guess I gotta play Shenmue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, that don't bother me.
You've never actually been to a marathon? Yeah, that's fair.
Me either.
What are you talking about? My man. The fucking time. My man.
Oh, that's right. I should probably just get it now since it's $5.99 on sale.
Sustain your strength to
Yeah, I
prolong
think I'll
your
do that.
manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
Alright.
You are young yet Raziel.
motherfucker.
retain many of your vampiric
I want to actually have a run that requires more time in a game. I think there's a point to me running. That's totally reasonable. That's totally reasonable.
forcing your return to the
I think a good majority of people are like that.
water has neither
Yeah,
nor
that's pretty fair. I think.
I was like that.
Especially if you are
for a while.
Especially if you are traveling a while, you know. I think it probably for your first marathon, it's probably a decent idea to
Get a run in.
get a run in because at least you have something else to do while you're there.
It's like the first speedrunning marathon you go to is always tough because you have like 1 or 2 people you know.
Yeah, exactly. You have 0 to 2 people that you know, basically.
People are really good about taking you under their wing, though, which is I really like about the community.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I just hung out with Dan most of the
Yeah,
last time.
Dan had a great time, I think.
Yeah, it seemed like it. I mean, he made it pretty clear on Twitter that he did. So.
Oh, that was it. I didn't react fast enough.
At this point, I know enough games that I can get.
Even massive obstacles can be moved.
Yeah, what's going?
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul
One,
floats swiftly into the spectral
2,
realm. Draw it
3.
in quickly, Raziel, for you will be compelled to follow.
Oh, Sphinx? Yeah, Sphinx I've actually been meaning to learn.
See your shot. Come on, roll it, bro. You're playing for ice. You gotta roll it. Yeah, like that. Fuck. Ooh.
Good save.
Whoop. Where am I going? Dude, imagine if I was practicing this shit on console. I would actually kill myself. It's not a joke.
That's fair.
This is much more bearable. Oh, I know. Okay, that's nowhere close to where I want it to go.
Yeah, I can give you the couch.
Oh, I'm not rolling out quick enough. That's what's happening.
Okay, that's fine.
Utter desolation. My once proud kin wiped
Yeah,
from this
that
world
really clicks.
Excrement from a boot.
I knew the hand that wrought
This deed.
Bong. Bong. Okay. Yep. Oh. So class. I don't know why I'm losing all my speed up here. Maybe I'm just holding the wrong angle. Oh, I'm holding the wrong angle. Okay. Now what's the right angle?
Just get me in there.
Ow. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
When is Majin and the Forbidden Kingdom rounds, Jones?
I've been thinking about messing it with it. It's just tough because I got obligations this month. I think it might be the game I start messing around with at GDQ, honestly.
That's fair.
Because like I'm gonna have a really cozy midweek GDQ because my run's on Monday. Movie's not till the finale day.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Rabbids is now on Monday.
It always was.
Oh, it was? Oh, for some reason I was thinking it was on Tuesday.
No.
Nope. You and him are both on Monday. Just at opposite
Yeah.
ends of the Monday.
Yeah, I'm at fucking 2 a.m. on Monday.
Yeah, and he's at like 2 p.m. basically.
Nah. They actually made
They
my
changed
yeah, they made it more like just like 10:40 or 11:40ish. Oop, that's right.
11:40 a.m.
Yeah.
PM. Fair enough.
Because of second submission period games. Yippee!
Wahoo! Yeah, that's what happened to mine too.
I don't know if we had this discussion on the pod, but I hate the second submission period. I know I'm biased, but like, man,
Why do you hate it exactly?
I feel like it favors certain types of games and communities over others because the stuff that's getting made, like,
Well, don't submissions in general do that anyway?
yeah, but it's like, hold on, let me hit the hard check.
Damn, that trick bricked up.
Ugh. Yep, cock.
I am shocked. Yeah, it's funky. The flying's so freaking fun. So, look, I think my gripe with it is that the games that get submitted and accepted for second game's submission period are what's popular. And it's like, they already take shit from a lot of those genres in the main schedule to begin with, so I just feel like it puts it gives more credence to shit like that versus like older games or like games that don't really fit into genre conventions as cleanly. It's like very much an emotional argument. I recognize that, but like,
Yeah, I mean,
What has
my
become
whole
of my
thing is
kind?
that, like,
Answer me, little
while I
brother,
agree,
or I
I
will
think
beat
it's
an
also
answer from your
because
horrid lips.
GDQ doesn't
Everyone is
necessarily,
afraid
as a
to see
fundraising event,
You
want
awake
to have to
to
create
world
hype for a game.
yeah.
And if there's some easy hype to get behind, I think that they should probably do it.
I mean, yeah, but it's also just,
I mean,
I think it makes for worse run showcases too, because like the runs aren't really, some are more fully developed, but some aren't. You know?
oh, I mean, make no mistake.
I like for
on
shit to
your
marinate.
Side. Yeah, like I'm on your side from a, like, as a speedrunner, like deep in the weeds standpoint. but from an organizational or
I know what I don't. I know
learner's
why they make that
perspective,
call.
Yeah.
Like, I don't blame them for making that decision. Where the fuck did he go?
I think the thing too, man, is that like with how news cycles operate now, by the time 6 months rolls around, stuff is already out of the news cycle. So, you know, it is what it is. I will say that the benefit of it mostly attracting certain communities or like their games is that those games are often optimized pretty fast. So it's better that like they're doing that with games that were gonna get ran a fuck ton anyway than like less popular games that would probably by comparison have a much worse showcase. Like, I don't think, you know, RE4R, for example, was a bad showcase, even though the game had only been out for a few months, because that game got fucking slaughtered in the first, like, 2 weeks that it was out.
Yeah.
So, if it was a game with, like, a very small leaderboard, it would definitely need some more time to marinate, so to speak, but...
I agree, but also disagree, because fucking look at Frog Monster. You know, like...
Well, I mean, it's not a... What's it called? It's not a universal thing, right? I'm just saying on average. Right.
Reset this run.
Things
Lost
that
like
are
30 of
run
here.
a fucking... Oh my god.
I'll keep it going
On
just for
average.
sake.
On average, games that are popular are going to run into the ground much faster.
And
But,
you have
like-
shit like Elden Ring I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing is, like, just because a game's run into the ground doesn't mean people aren't gonna fucking submit it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like in general it means those games just get shown off more and more and more and more.
I would say that in some cases, Elden Ring is like an exception because that game has just continued to bring in so much
Elden
money
Ring, Zelda, Mario.
beyond what I thought was even possible. I thought that after after AGDQ or SGDQ 2023, we were not gonna see that game.
It's
again
been in
for a
every
little bit.
GDQ since, I think.
Yeah, I believe it has.
Which I think is dog shit. I don't like that.
I mean, it continues to bring in hella money, so it is.
I get it, but it's just like...
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
The other
It's just
thing,
that-
too, is I feel like people who run games that, like we see the same kinds of faces over and over from second submission period games. That's the other
Yeah.
thing I find. With some exceptions,
Yeah.
obviously, but, like...
There are definitely different types of speedrunners that have kind of emerged as a result of
It also incentivizes
guess
people to, like,
current climate.
really, like, be dumb shit with, like, new releases as soon as they... And I just think it sucks for the... I don't know. I don't really like it when games get that hyper-optimized that quickly. I like it when things have time to settle and shit.
It's a matter of, like...
People are gonna do it, and I get that, but it's... I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, it's...
The whole
it's a
thing
very
just emotionally
competitive
feels
way.
awful, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is also why I don't participate in super competitive scenes outside of DMC, and that's because DMC is my shit, right? Like, that is a scene that I helped build up to be as competitive as it is now. But outside of that, like, I really don't be doing that shit, because, like, that's not exactly why I run, so there's that.
Yo, what's up, Cheeseburger? It feels like there's no point. Yeah. It also depends on what your goals are with speedrunning, right? Like, if you're
Yeah.
someone who just wants to mess around with, like, tech and help find stuff, like, what point is there in, like, a sea... Like... I just want smaller communities to be... I threw my fucking screwdriver. I just want just want smaller communities to be supported more. And it's like, it's
Yeah,
not that
well.
it's better than it used to be by a lot, but it's like, fuck, you know?
You need to hope for a lot more. Basically, is what I'm saying. You need to hope for like a different kind of speedrun marathon to come up, because the ones that currently exist are probably not going to, at least in the near future, support the kind of landscape that you're hoping for, or topography.
Yeah. And maybe I'm fighting against entropy a little bit, but we'll have really skilled people. Yeah, that's definitely true. But it's like,
Yeah.
I like it when more people get to be on the more different people that get to be on stage, the better. And I know that's like, I mean there are, but it's like,
Yeah, I mean the thing is that like
it's really hard to grow those kinds of games with content, right? Because
yeah.
if you want to like make content promoting a specific game, it's probably only going to reach the people who were already interested in that game to begin with, right? So it's like, it's this weird symbiotic relationship it has to have, where it's like, you want these big marathons to do well, so they have to take these big games to do well. But then it's like, you know?
Clearly something is going on in terms of taking more risks, because like, I mean, they didn't take the games that we thought were surefires from us.
Exactly, yeah.
You know.
So it's like, and like I said, I can't complain, cause, but it's like,
I'm the go. I'm the go. Look at that. Sorry, you guys.
it all, like,
I mean, my thing too with like hyper optimized games is that like I would pick up one of those games just because like I really liked the game and just would want to be like competitive with it, right? Like I really like RE4OG, and I also really like Demon Souls, which is why I would want to pick up those games. But I just don't feel it. Really. Most of the time, I just like putting together routes and stuff though for games, which is why like. I mean, I eventually need to go back and actually run Crimson C2 again, because the last time I ran it was on disc on PS2, and now I have it on PS3, PSN. So.
oh yeah.
I will probably I will probably save a bunch of time on loads alone.
I also just feel like there's so many missed opportunities at bigger events for smaller games, just because we have evidence that there's a good portion of the audience that's just like tired of seeing the same shit over and over again. Like I get that in Twitch chats and comments on GDQ runs I've done before, where it's just like, you know, it's fucking whiplash, you know? It's like, I'm just fucking ranting at this point. But maybe I'm just once again becoming disillusioned with human nature, which is probably what it is. But
You and this blade are inextricably bound. So Reaver and Reaver
maybe I just need to become like a YouTube Shorts demon and just like post shit.
by destroying the sword, you have liberated it from its corporeal presence and restored it to its true form.
How hard is it to edit for YouTube Shorts? Are they hard to make, or is it easy?
It's pretty easy, especially now with the way Twitch clips work.
Can only manifest itself in
Well, I would probably make more
this fully
Or
restored.
in-depth
local re-recorded shit. So like,
Oh yeah. So.
No, it's not hard. It's just if you don't like it, it's soul sucking.
I think my problem, like, I would probably.
hate shorts.
Well, I think my thing is just like I would lean myself towards longer form shit. It's just I'm so like with my executive dysfunction, like writing shit is just so hard. But it's just like with a short where it's like, okay, I'll talk about this glitch in this short, you know, and it's like boom,
No child.
you know.
All I may do is watch and remember, ceaselessly conscious as this wretched world's history unfurls. Ghastly past, insufferable future, are they one and the same?
Yeah.
Am I always here?
Fuck.
How have you come to haunt these pillars?
Cain refused the sacrifice.
Oh, that was
Pillar
almost
of
so
balance.
sexy.
I'm a high level rater. This does not bother me.
Monument to his blind ambition.
Get the enjoyment of worshipping big releases for the 100th time. Yeah.
So only to
Yeah.
bind me here.
Okay.
Then
Yep.
we share a
Yep.
common
Yep.
foe.
I think I just have too much executive dysfunction for any shit other than just playing the games, and like streaming feels like such a cheat code because I can just turn it on and boom, I'm streaming, I'm doing the thing, you know.
That's true. You
My hands hurt so much. How do I get up to Kain off again? I forget. Oh. Okay. I mean, what is this? Oh, I was almost Ouija for a second, and then I sucked. Okay. Yep, God.
That's pretty good.
It seemed a little rough at the start there.
Yeah, but it took a little bit to get the time stop, but like the flight was really good.
That's good.
And it's like
Yeah.
it's like infinitely safer than the telestab we used to do there. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
And that'll be really nice for when I start doing hundo, because you don't have to do the telestab there anymore. So instead of having to like go all the way over there and like set up the teleport, like you can just do that. It's just peak.
I will also say, for me personally, like for games that are like popular that get into like second submission period, the runs, because of how new games are often now, they're often long runs that are quite unremarkable,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like, it is often just playing the game.
Oh, this is gonna be a fat fucking gold. Holy shit. It's gonna be like by 7. Actually,
But
well,
like,
yeah,
the,
more
the
like
exception
6.
really being Elden Ring, because Elden Ring has so many fucking glitches and shit in it.
Yeah.
But like Silent Hill 2, no offense to Zeke or anything, but like that game is like holding W, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that shit is a 2-hour version of RE2 remake. like, or RE3 remake, I guess, depending on who you ask. But that run is not too remarkable. Like, I watched my friends run that game, and I'm like, I back y'all. I fucks with what you fucks with, but man, this shit is not that cool looking. What's up, Coley?
What's up, guys? How you holding in there, Miss Nani?
He's
I hit double jump Alice, so I'm kind of gaming, to be honest.
Double jump Alice.
Yeah.
he is the goat.
Unfortunately, I can't execute a simple triple jump right now. So, you know, you take something you know,
You win some, you lose some.
it hits one of the hardest tricks in the game, follows it up by being unable to do a triple jump. So this is good for me.
What a fucking tragedy.
Yep.
I need to get a Toki 2 into it.
Woo! Where am I going? That's not where I want to go.
Of course, I probably need to submit a PV of a Toki 2 when I'm pissed off half the time.
Why are you pissed off? Just the game being bad, or?
Because the game's hard. That's why.
Okay.
Like,
I didn't know
it's
if there was
hard.
like an external reason.
It's hard and sometimes random, so.
Okay. Well, that's fair. You know. Hey, are we recording 2 episodes tomorrow?
No, it's not.
Is that what we were?
Mm,
That's next week. Okay.
yeah,
My beat. Just couldn't remember.
I did not realize that. I did realize this, but I forgot that you keep speed up if you like pull open a wood door. So I was able to get a free extra fly strat in there, which is kind of funny. I don't know if it saved that much time, but it felt cool. I have a good fight. This Golds, I think.
Dude, why am I unable to do this? This is
Because I joined the call.
Because the game's bad.
No,
bad
it was
juju
happening
vibes.
long before you came on.
Oh.
Yeah,
I just suck at
you
that.
aren't at fault this time. Not
This time?
this time.
Oh. Damn, dude. I got a track record that you can say this time.
I don't even know if you do or not. It just felt like the funny
I have no
thing
idea.
to say.
It was a
Just
pretty
like-
funny thing to say. I just try to build upon it, and I think I build up too much.
That's fair. I just didn't know where to go with it, so that's on me.
Well, that's what improv. You followed the rule of improv. You just said yes and went along.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't triple jump. I wanna kill myself.
Whoa.
But at least he's honest.
At least he's honest. He's crazy.
Are you streaming? Yeah, you are.
I am.
So maladjusted. Do not mock me, Raphael. You of all of us should respect the power bestowed by a limitation.
I'm technically on pace for Reki. Kain said you would come.
Speak with the murderer?
Hey,
Do well to mind your blasphemous tongue.
What more do you tell you?
I'm really excited to see what my
Man,
son
I look
best
so
will
good
be.
at the game until I have to do a
I
fucking
will
triple
indeed.
jump, and then I can't do it.
Before I tear your soul from its
This is tragic,
do you
man.
know what we were before Kain spawned us?
Human.
The antithesis of all we ever believed.
Does it matter? We were lost. He saved us.
Saved us. From what? From ourselves. Alright, here we go.
oh shit. It's,
Oh no.
Yo, Vane, what's up? Thank you for the raid.
it's Vane with the Hello Mario.
Hello, Mario. That fight was shit, but 15 seconds of ads. Get fucked, idiot.
Give him money.
Okay.
Hey, Your Honor, give me money. Me at the divorce hearing.
Is that like the Chibi Robo hearing?
Nah, that was settled out of court.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm still golding, I think, but not by as much as I was hoping.
Okay.
I also gotta say, man, I hate randomizer content so much.
Randomizer content?
Yeah.
That's fair. I like playing randomizers, but like, they're comfy, but I understand that.
I mean, like, sure, like, it's comfy, cozy, whatever fucking you want to use any word, man, dude. Like,
Low 50 on a D-Rust? Hell yeah.
like it's a word that people use that is basically just like, I don't have a goal with what I'm doing. We're just hanging out. Like,
Oh, you mean people who like grind randomizers and shit?
yeah, I mean, like, it's just free. I guess it's just free stream shit. It basically is like very another day at the office type content.
Yeah.
Like, it is not goal driven. There is nothing you can do to technically be better.
Oh, I did a triple jump. Let's go.
Unless you're like actively prepping for like a league or something,
Yeah, something
which
like that. Like,
that's fair.
and people talk about like decision making and all that, and like that's interesting, right? You know, especially if you know like game logic and all that. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it's oftentimes speedrunners that are doing randomizers and stuff that I'm like, y'all need to lock the fuck in, bro. Like, and get.
Yeah,
some
what happened to the
shit
love of
going.
RTA, you know?
Yeah, what happened to the love of RTA indeed? Y'all need to get on some goals and shit, bro. Like, I think the only randomizer that I will actively watch is probably like Resident Evil 1 remake.
What about Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights Archipelago?
No. Not happening, my G.
But what if me and Cole like playing? Then it's kind of hype.
stream?
It's a pretty bad movement.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
You know, I've kind of noticed that too. A lot of people doing rando stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird to me. Like, I almost get it if somebody is like a full-time streamer and they're like, "Well, I've been grinding runs for the past 2 weeks. I want to do something that's still kind of adjacent to speedrunning, but it's not speedrunning." But like, I don't know.
I
somebody's
mean,
like,
listen, I'm
somebody's
just
locking
gonna
in for a few
say.
hours. It's just like whatever you're gonna say. I don't want to hear it.
I just won't say it that it's gonna be a harsh truth, but
Oh my god!
What is the
That's
harsh
the
truth?
Get fucked, idiot.
it's a harsh truth.
What is the harsh truth, bro?
Listen, speedrunning is just not good. Thank you, Sin. Anyway, speedrunning is just like is boring to people. Like unless it's like the world record and it's a video, then they go skip to the end, so you get the world record, and then that's it. Nobody gives a fuck about grinding, and like having it be a randomizer actually makes it like.
Okay, Coley, shut
All
the
right,
fuck
well
up.
now
Yeah,
Sin,
yeah.
yeah. Just tell me to
See,
shut the fuck up.
Penis
Listen, it's
bad
an
take.
unfortunate truth.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate truth. I'm not saying it should be
So,
like that. But that's
here's
just
the
how it
thing,
is.
Cole, is that you're thinking in terms of YouTube. In terms of Twitch, people do care about the process to some degree, but they mostly care about the process for select games.
Well, they care about the process
Like-
when you're on pace.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that is
That is
actually what I
true.
was about to say.
That is true. Like, here's the other thing, though, is that
The biggest appeal of a speedrun streamer, if we're going to be totally honest with ourselves, is
usually
somewhere
they're
that
playing.
people know that you're going to be playing a specific game almost every stream.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the appeal.
Yeah, or a specific type of game. Because there are like people that are like, oh yeah, I run mostly horror games, or there are people that are like, I mostly run third-person shooter games, and that is what they'll do.
Yep.
And that is the
Okay,
thing.
good save.
There is one person that I had for a while that watched me that was like, you know, they didn't really speedrun at all, but they watched speedruns because they liked seeing games that they enjoyed played at not a snail's pace. So that was why they tuned into speedruns.
Oh, I forgot.
There is
people
also
only watch world record history videos by Summoning Soul. That's the other thing.
Oh,
I don't know about
there
that.
is actually a opening on the ETNA podcast. Listeners. So
Wait, he's biting my
what-
joke. I came back and he's biting my joke. What the hell's going on?
So Cole's saying bad things again. And doing.
Are you
the,
kidding? Are you sure?
Moving aren't like 4 hours long. That's fair, Vane. We were just kind of talking a lot about how just the popularity of big games and shit, and how I'm complaining. And
Yeah. And I attempted to reel him in, and Jackson was like, "You don't understand, Cosmic." And I was like, "No, I do understand." And he was like, "Okay, you understand. However," and then like moved the goalposts again. And I was like,
Yeah.
That's fair. You know.
you know, as I do. I don't actually know how I
It's
moved the
funny.
goalposts, but it's just
I don't know. It just
emotionally it's
sounded
fucked
funny
up.
to- It kind of just sounded funny to place that there and then see what you would do with it. So.
I like how I had a whole episode of the podcast where I basically just said every like word that triggers Jack. I said
was a
like
rough
Tales of
day.
Despero, Mario 64. I pulled out all
That
the
was a
stops.
rough night.
I got
And
it
then I
all
s-
out of my system.
And then I sat there quietly and still caught strays. So
You did. I had to offload
That
the
was it.
trauma onto somebody else.
yeah,
That's how
exactly
bullying
what I was
works.
saying. Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna
You're not
internalize
safe.
that and then take it out on you later. And I was like,
Is
"Fair
it?
enough."
Is it kind of a hot take to say that I'm not? I don't mind. Like, if you watch the videos or, you know, like Summoning Salt. I mean, I don't really care. He seems like a nice guy. And,
Yeah, no,
he
it's
makes
fine. It's
good
just
videos, but I guess I just don't. I don't know. I just
I'm
don't
sure
like
he
his
does-
videos anymore.
I just
I'm
wish
sure
it didn't
that, like,
stop
Zach doesn't
there.
fuck about
You know,
it.
that's the thing. Is like people don't want to engage with shit because sincerity has died in our generation. But that's a whole nother fucking conversation.
Whoa.
Oh, what? How everything has to be wrapped in like 3 layers of irony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean,
I think I'm confused. I don't know what.
Yeah,
how
you
that
might-
ties
well,
into-
I think that what Jax is getting at is that like the idea of earnestness is like lost.
It is,
Like,
and that's like my defining character trait of things that I appreciate in this world.
and I think we can see this kind of too with storytelling, right? So, for example, in
You know
Final
what? That
Fantasy-
wraps around the fucking top tiers thing. I'm sure some people play them earnestly, but I don't know if everyone does.
I don't
Or
think
do it
everybody
because
does.
they love speedrunning earnestly.
I mean,
don't know.
some people probably just like competition. So.
That's fair, you know.
And I would
Not
consider
me.
that. I would consider that earnest. No, you're
I don't
definitely
play
very.
earnestly.
You're definitely laid back and relaxed. No, you don't compete in anything. It's true.
No, I hate.
I think we
competing
gold here.
earnestly.
Holy shit.
Competing for pussy, actually.
True. Yeah.
I knew I had some time in this school. I still probably
you can't
did.
win it. You can't win at life.
Okay, minus 128 of the Zephon. God damn. Ski. All right, but
So
I have a
as was
gold
saying-
Duma to run against for what it's worth, but you know we'll get there. We'll get there.
So
anyway,
as I was saying, like Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise, right?
yeah.
So that game comes out, and then there's like the whole thing of like Jack and his dudes being like, "We're here to kill chaos," and like people memed on it for a little bit, and then it was like, "No, this is the mood of the entire game.
This is the
Like,
best
this
shit.
is not the game. This is not the game like." And people were like, "Oh, it's intentionally bad, right?" And I'm like, "It's not bad. They're just here to like fuck shit up, and they're being kind of corny about it, but like that's the kind of storytelling that's present in these games. Sometimes like some shit is just cool for cool's sake. Like there's a point in that game where like Jack has been possessed entirely by chaos, and he's going to kill the makers of like the world or whatever, or of like the people that are like the puppets of the world, or puppeteers of the world, I guess, that have been like stringing him and his friends along. And he goes to like punch down basically the walls between reality, and he says, I'll smash the light until only darkness remains. And it's like, damn, that line is cold as shit, but some people would probably think that's corny, right? And it's like, no, that's just like a game.
And that's what that's the sincerity is, right? It's just
yeah,
like
yeah, it's
I forgot
really,
I don't do fly stop here.
it's
Were you guys
really
talking about this
unfortunate.
before we hopped in the call?
No, this is a
Oh,
new
okay.
conversational point.
I mean, it's an extension essentially of what we were talking about.
Because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I've missed some points. I suppose.
Death is sincere. Like that honestly might be an interesting thing to talk about on the pod, but like
Oh, probably, yeah.
people are afraid of being cringe. People are afraid of liking things earnestly. Because
Yeah.
it's not that deep, or you're yapping. It's really a strain of anti-intellectualism,
Yeah.
and it's just shitty.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like the whole like the curtains are blue thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, or the fucking whatever is blue, whatever the thing was. I think it was the curtains were blue.
What's in the suitcase in Pulp Fiction? You know, it's like
Yeah. Well, that also has another component, which was that Quentin Tarantino said he would reveal what was in the suitcase if he got Film of the Year, and then he didn't. And so he never revealed it, and now he just leaves it up to people's interpretation.
I didn't know that, but y'all are gonna. It's not that deep your way to fascism. Yeah. No, that's already what's happening.
True. Yeah.
Overkill with the most base take.
It's true. And he's French. Finally, the French do something good.
Good for
So,
themselves.
It's true. I mean, if there's one thing that the French are good at, it's protesting. Gotta say. I was good. The Fatal Frame 3 I was playing as well. Like, and I
Oh my
think
God.
that this is also a context thing, right? Where like, there's a point in Fatal Frame 3 where you go to the room.
Oh!
True. You go to the room of of your dead fiance.
I just almost did something correctly and I got excited.
I understand that. That happens to me all the time in real life.
Understand
Understand the concept.
concept of
What the fuck is the movie?
I think you go that way, and then that way, and then possibly this way.
Is that really what that guy says in that
No,
song?
it's not. It's the concept of love.
I said concept.
Yeah, but what does he say before concept of love?
Understand?
Really?
Yeah, he says understand.
I've just never understood what he said, and I've never really bothered to look at lyrics, but I guess it makes sense that it's understand.
Yeah, understand the concept of love.
That's
So
why.
in Fatal
That's why
Frame
the concept
3
of cum is funny. There, I have explained the joke now.
Good job. So in Fatal Frame 3, there's a point where you go
What does that even
into,
mean?
where you go into your your late fiance's bedroom, and it says that, like, she says that all the protagonist that you're playing as says that everything in the room is blue and that it's her favorite color, and it's very clear that, like, her late fiance had a bunch of blue stuff, and either
blue sky.
True. And either he bought all of that stuff because it was her favorite color, because it was his fiance's favorite color, or he bought all that stuff and then it ended up being her favorite color because of how much he liked it or seemed to like it. But one of the text bubbles just reads, the bed sheets are blue. And it's like, out of context, you just think that she's just noting that the bed sheets are blue, but she explains, like, oh, this is my favorite color, and, like, talks about
So it has
everything
deeper
in
meaning.
detail. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, why
So-
is that the thing she says there? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, if you just showed somebody out of context, oh, the bed sheets are blue, right? Then they'll just take it to be like, oh, well, it's not that deep. But it's like, no, it really is that deep. Like, she
Jesus
wears
Christ.
she wears a blue outfit during the game, like the entirety of the game. Both of the outfits that she wears are blue. Whether it's like her nightgown.
Shut the
or
fuck up,
it's-
Cinder.
Or it's the.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me for a second.
No, not you.
Sorry for
You can
getting
keep the
excited.
I'm in a cutscene. Go for it.
Whether it's like the nightgown that she wears or it's the outfit that she wears, like into the stages where you do combat, it's blue.
Your thanks are premature, Dumas. I have not forgotten whose hands bore me into the abyss.
The centuries in
When Overkill brought up Final Fantasy X, yeah, it's like
not
really
even
different.
Kain.
People think that like that whole point's cringe, but like when you watch that
Even
whole
the
scene in
strongest
context of the game, it
Dice of Grinch.
Honestly, I feel like the thing that comes to mind with this topic is just Star Wars for me.
Why is
Of
that?
people's because of people saying, like, you know, this isn't that deep, or like other stuff like that, where people can get really like into like Star Wars and defend certain movies.
Well,
you know,
I mean,
like,
it depends on what era of Star Wars you're talking about. I feel like the original trilogy has some pretty simple messaging, but it's some very effective messaging, really. When you get into the stuff like the prequels and all that, it just kind of loses.
Where is this bitch going? Why is he
that's the
running
thing
around in
is-
circles?
You know, I like to think that you're talking about Nastani just going through this level over and over and over again.
I just lost 30
Mars
fucking
is
seconds to
before.
that.
Anyway, yeah, well, it's like, I don't know how people. This is why I've never really liked.
John Lennon.
I had a professor in college that worded this so better, and I'm gonna word it so poorly, but I've always hated the what? Wait, what the fuck does John Lennon have to do with? Oh, wait a minute, my brain lagged. What the fuck?
Give it a roll.
Figured you were just ignoring him, but no, you just hadn't caught up yet.
No, I guess I didn't. But anyway, my professor basically made a great argument about how, like, objectiveness isn't exactly true. Like, a lot of things are more subjective and like personalized than you think. So like something with the prequels is that, like,
Okay.
it is written in such a way, or it is just so well known and has such a wide audience that the interpretation of the story can vary depending on the person, like, significantly. Like, a lot of people, like, I mean, especially when it came out, like, a lot of people thought that those movies were, like, not the greatest. But, you know, as people grew up with it and it's aged, like, people completely interpret those stories in a new way. And I mean, I guess you could argue that, like, there
Well,
were
that's the
TV shows like
thing.
Clone Wars to help support the story, but it's like, I don't know. What does objectively bad mean? Because I think if something, like, I really started thinking about this when, like, Episode 8 came out, where it's like, I mean, if one person thinks something is cool and another person thinks it's bad.
Yeah,
then
like, that's
is
why
it
I don't think
ever
there's a such thing as a
objectively
bad
bad?
speed game, because it appeals to someone, it just doesn't appeal to you, you know? But
Yeah.
I think we can critique some things like craftsmanship, like that. But it's like, it really, it's more nuanced than good or bad because, people always are like, why do bad things happen to good people? And it's because things happen to people, and it's up to us to determine what to make of all that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's the subjectiveness of the general populace, but again, I mean, that still is like...
And people are manipulable.
I think it also depends because, like, with Star Wars specifically, I mean, stuff like adding, like, midichlorians into the story, I think is, in some sense of the word, objectively bad because
it's just
science. It, like, science-ifies Star Wars when Star Wars is very, like, fantasy. Right, like
yeah.
Tries to make it a hard sci-fi when it was soft sci-fi.
Yeah, and it was like it was like they were suddenly trying to write like a Star Trek episode or something like that. Like midichlorians sounds like something that like Captain Kirk would, or like a Spock would note to Captain Kirk, like, Kirk, there's an alarming number of midichlorians on this planet. Where, Spock?
Right, it's weird because can I get some quiet time real quick? Sorry.
Go for it.
Yeah.
It's stop time. Got it? Okay. We're good. Keep going.
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, it's weird because like they added midichlorians, but then they also made like Anakin Jesus, almost.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
the idea
it's like a weird mixture.
The idea was, oh, you mean like with the non-father birth or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was weird because, like, I mean, the idea with Anakin is that he was just such a powerful Jedi, right? And then, like, I mean, the whole saga of Star Wars is supposed to be,
1, 2, 3. What's up?
You good?
I'm good. I was just counting jumps.
So, I didn't want to.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I understand. It's important. Well, I was gonna say that the whole like saga of Star Wars is supposed to be the fall of the fall of Anakin Skywalker with redemption by Luke Skywalker. Dude, you're a soundboard right now.
So the whole thing about Star Wars,
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I thought I had soundboards muted, bro. Speaking of, I have to mute Cole's soundboard. There we go.
Wait, what?
Oh. Game. Alright, I just need to complete this level.
That's fair.
Anyway, go on with what you were saying, Cosmo.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot left to say, which is just like, it's supposed to be this sort of like epic science fantasy type thing. And I think that part of the reason that the original trilogy works is because there is ambiguity in the roots of the story. Right? And the moment that you try to add roots is when you run into the problem of the gaps being filled up with something that is no longer remarkable, right? It is just something that happened and people can see happened. Like when Obi-Wan, and I think this is probably also the problem with media literacy anymore, is that people want to have the gaps filled in with everything, or they consider it a plot hole. Like,
people don't like subtext. It's
people
really
don't like subtext. People don't seem to understand what textural details are, right? I agree. See, Nastani agrees.
Let's fucking go! Okay.
I fucking want to kill.
I just gotta not fuck up the Kain fight, and we're in.
Like if if A New Hope came out now, and then Obi-Wan said, you know, we fought together in the Clone Wars, people would be like, where's the flashback to the Clone Wars? You know, oh, there's a plot hole. They didn't explain what the Clone Wars were. And it's like, no, it's just a textual detail. It's just part of the universe. Like,
I'm gonna throw myself off a building.
that's them when Obi-Wan doesn't flash back to the Clone Wars.
When I first stole into this
That's all those people
Well, now they can't. So now everybody is
throw themselves off a cliff or see what the Clone Wars are.
see what the Clone War.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah.
as a man, I could never have contained
No,
such forbidden
I need that.
truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were.
I am Kain.
Gazing
Gooba
out
gooba
across the
goo.
plains of possibility, do you not feel
You're saying shit like that, and this is like the best cutscene in the game.
I'm sorry.
No,
This
it's
game looks
good.
really cool. I actually really like watching the cutscenes when you're.
Yeah, no, this game and Soul Reaver 2 is also peak fiction, but it's more of an interactive movie than it is a game. I'm gonna be so real. It's peak fiction. though.
do so with a clear
I want to kiss you.
Poetic king.
It's a SpongeBob movie.
You offer no more than a convenient
The
rationalization
SpongeBob
of your
SquarePants movie.
Let's go, Jax. Do your thing.
These chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gained.
Yeah, man. Remember the trailer for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie? And then they had like Neptune's Crown.
Mobius foretold mine a millennium
I used to watch trailers like over and over as a kid because I would never watch the actual movie, so that was like the closest thing I got. Like the Lego movie trailer, for instance. I've watched that trailer so many times.
I have been to the tomb of Seravan King.
What the fuck?
Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform Seravan
Do you come here just to insult my people?
Yes. Because your people's like only culture is like ice.
One must keep his
We have Detroit. We have Detroit. We're not Minnesota.
Okay,
God.
drugs and ice. Got it.
Yeah, there we go. Sometimes we call them the same thing.
Seravan and vampire. With our holy wars, our
It looks like I'm wearing a mask.
nation. Who better to serve
It does look like he's wearing a mask, doesn't it?
all notions
If you see him from behind, you can just kind of see missing seams in the model, but
Yeah, look at me from behind, Jaxler.
I'm not gonna do that.
The ears are like slightly discolored from the face.
I find no nobility.
I mean, it still looks like he kicked my ass, so, you know, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna...
he would.
I don't know, man. I think I could beat up some.
Backshots reference. Thanks, Cinder. Thanks, man.
Back shot.
Yeah, nobody figured that out. No, nobody. We needed you
Sin
to
is,
fill in the gaps.
yeah, he's the joke translator, like...
Yeah.
You are lost in a maze
Sin
of
Darkface is
moral
like,
relativism.
I've seen jokes that
Uh,
use
All right,
text.
I'm going into the
That's
fight now.
garbage.
Wish me luck.
All right, go for it.
Game are you playing?
Good luck.
What do you think?
destiny is a game. And now,
Don't choke.
you await my latest move.
I almost did.
Like that. Don't choke. Just immediately after.
He does a soundboard.
And then, give me a break.
Give me a sec. Here you go.
He say, give me a break. Just so earnestly, dude. Just so genuinely. Give me a break, dude.
Got him. That's hit 2. One more hit.
This is Sonic Adventure 2.
This is Legacy of Kings.
Oh. Oh, there's the Dreamcast logo.
Let's fucking go! Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Dude!
Let's go, dude.
I almost got sub-hour!
We gotta
Are you fucking joking? Holy fuck! Oh my god!
It's
Damn, you-
everywhere. It's
clean it.
Clean up aisle my pants! Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah!
Clip it, chat. You gotta clip it.
Holy fuck, bro! Let's
I am
fucking
on board.
go!
Leave up on the phone.
Oh, that one was a long time coming too. The crazy thing is it's not going to be that hard to sub-hour, I think. Because
No, I mean,
I
it's only
lost
first
30 in
away.
Melkaya for free. I lost 30-ish in Duma, probably. My Zephon, I can still gold that split. I can still gold Rahab. Fucking Christ, man.
You know what's crazy, man, is that this run is 36 seconds better than Victus's Sum of Best.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Holy fuck.
At least it is better than what his Sum of Best was when he last got record. So 36 seconds better than his Sum of Best when he last got record.
God damn. Well, now I have to get
that's
sub-hour.
I was gonna say, I mean, that kind of.
You kind of have to be the one.
Is but
You kind of gotta be the dude, yeah.
You have to be him.
You should do it. I'm just saying. I cannot believe you just cleared that shit though.
That was crazy, dude.
By
Holy
like,
fuck.
by like nearly 2.5 minutes, dude. That's fucking nuts.
Well, I knew I had a lot of time there because I choked a hit. And the reason why which lost me that much time, and the reason why I had that much time beforehand going into that, like the previous PB, was because, just, I had a tough time through the time stop segment.
What is Sum of Best now?
Let me stop the you know what? Yeah, let me hold on. Save splits. Compare against best segments. 58-36.
I've had a fucking feeling, dude.
Holy fuck, bro.
Had a fucking feeling, dude.
Oh my god.
That is nutso.
We're so fucking back. Holy shit.
And that's RTA, right?
That's RTA, yeah. Time RTA.
Yeah. That's as God intended.
You know, for all we shit on the cutscenes for this game, no loading screens. None.
It's true.
Well, actually,
they're all covered up.
There's like
They're
one
covered up by the
They're covered up in the cutscene.
like, yeah.
Well, there is like you see a frame of a loading screen at the start of the run, but that's just like a given. But yeah, fucking G's, holy shit, dude. I'm so fucking happy, dude. I knew I could get record, dude.
Well, I mean, once you found the fly stopper, fly roach.
I didn't need fly stop though. That's the crazy thing.
I know you didn't need it, but once you found it, I was like, oh, it's so Jover, dude.
I hope this means that Vesitas comes back because he's really fucking good, and I think it would be cool to have. I hope I can push him to.
What I do know is that this means that America is back on top, baby.
No, for the first time ever, America's on top.
Yeah.
USA, USA, USA.
USA. Oh my God, you're correct. There is literally nobody.
I told you, man.
Damn.
It's fucked up, but.
That's crazy. Well, there is an English speaker who's Twin Cross.
Well, Twin Cross. I mean, Vesitas speaks English.
That was like 8 years ago.
Vesitas did a run at ESA of this game, so Vesitas speaks English, but I mean, it's also Italian, so it's like.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Oh, let's fucking go, dude. All right.
Damn. Soul Reaver 2 is really 3.5 hours glitchless. That is nuts to me.
The funny thing, like me and Drifting Pancake were talking about this, where it's like, because there are rumors that they're putting in skippable cutscenes for Soul Reaver 2, which would just turn it into a walking sim speed game, which is just so funny. Gonna push this or go hundo next? I don't know yet.
Just get a sub hour.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'll get sub hour. Let me get
God,
sub out. Yeah, I don't want to cut.
Close.
Yeah, I am that close. It's literally 3 seconds. So I'll probably get sub hour, but like
Literally 4 seconds.
I need to start playing Frog Monster again, because I'm opening Fireside Pride, and then I need to start playing Rabbids, because now Vayne has started de-rusting, which probably means I need to start de-rusting, but like, you know.
Yeah. You can't go 0 and whatever on the GDQ stage.
Oh, it would be 0 and 5, I believe, yeah. Yeah, no, Nasani, I have lost every race or 1v1 thing I've ever done at a GDQ.
Yeah, that's true.
I lost
I've won every race I've done.
That is
See,
true.
I knew it was a fucked up record because like
With 2
I
minutes
was
of
like,
margin, yeah.
well, because we went into you went into the Chibi Robo race, and I was saying to Nastani, I was like, I think Jaxter's got this, and then Jaxter just, or not Jaxter, Nastani goes, he does that, yeah. He says no, he doesn't have it. But he says to me, Jax has lost every race that he's ever done on a GDQ, and I was like, well, I think he's got this one.
And then I got.
lost.
I did lose. I almost brought it back. I
You
almost.
got blown up.
No,
a
well,
lot of it.
for a lot of it, and then I made a lot of really, really good late game plays, and Kobe just outsmarted me on the last bit, and that was.
It's true. She did.
Yeah, she also had like one of the best fucking bingo openings of all time, which is it's tough.
Yeah,
she deserved the win, so it's like the better player won, so it's like I don't but
As
I mean,
things usually go.
Unlike with Snowy, the better player didn't win. Fuck that guy.
he had record at the time. She gamed out her gourd. She did. She did.
She did. Yeah, she
Um,
was fucking.
being-
She was
being
in
fun.
her set. She was in her set. Yeah.
She was in her bag. Not to be
Put the
confused with
recording
bag.
right here.